November 25th, and it's a Saturday, and we all just woke up and they took a trip to the cafeteria to get some breakfast.
Literally a trip.
Yeah, it's such a long walk. I mean, I mentioned that yesterday. It's a 10-minute walk, pretty much. So, this is kind of hard to see with the lights off. They got me some eggs, some hash browns, some bacon, and some really yummy sausage. Sausage is my favorite. Ooh, Amy, what did you get?
I got a yogurt parfait.
Actually, it's really good. Looks way better than the kind that me and Haley got when we got one.
What did I even get? I got like bacon, cheese, and egg, I think.
Sandwich.
Oh, yeah, sausage.
This actually looks really good. This looks way better than when me and Haley got. Mom, what did you get?
Your toast.
Just toast?
Why? Just toast.
Oh, and you got lemonade. You forgot to tell them you got lemonade. And my morning sugars today are 5.1. So, pretty good start to the day. So it is now around 11:40 and my mom and my sister have left. I'm currently low right now. I think it's just because I took insulin, like the fast acting, for my breakfast, but I didn't finish everything completely. So that's probably why. But having some wine gums and then some protein to get them up and then some Sprite as well. So I have watched all the seasons except for season 13 of Grey's Anatomy so many times. Like whenever I'm in the hospital, I always watch it just because, you know, just being in a hospital, wanting to watch a hospital show. So yeah, yesterday I just finished season 13 and I'm the kind of person that likes watching things on Netflix better because I cannot like stand just waiting another week for the next episode to come out. It's just because I like to figure out what happens. I just love to binge watch shows more so. So yeah, I guess I will wait till season 14 comes out on Netflix to watch that for Grey's Anatomy. So right now, instead of like rewatching Grey's Anatomy all over again, although I probably will, I'm rewatching Bates Motel, and I last watched all the seasons in February, and I finished all the seasons in, like, no joke, a week. But the main reason I got into it just was because there's a character with cystic fibrosis in it. So of course when I heard that, I was like, oh, gotta watch it. Hey everybody, so it is a little bit later. It is around like 5 o'clock right now, and I wasn't really vlogging much today just because I have once again been doing nothing. Such a surprise. As you can see, I did some makeup just for a little bit of entertainment. I know I mentioned in my last video and the video before that I'd be doing a little bit of a Q&A, like about cystic fibrosis, about diabetes, just about me, about pretty much anything. So I asked you guys to comment on my last video and the video before that, and I got a few comments, so of course I'm just going to answer them. Before I get into kind of answering the questions, I also just want to say, sorry for like the lighting. It's currently dark outside, so we're just going with the fluorescent lights here. So sorry if there's like some shadows or anything, but I'm going to try and answer everyone's questions. The first question that I see is asked by Bethany Cook, and she asked, do you use the vest? And for those who don't know, like the vest is basically a treatment that people with cystic fibrosis do. And it's literally like a vest, and it just shakes and it loosens up the mucus in your lungs. And I think there was like a study done. I live in Canada, British Columbia, for those who don't know. But I think there was a study done by Canadians showing that the vest isn't as effective as other treatments. So not many people in Canada do compared to like other places where a lot of people have CF, like you know, the US or Europe or the UK or anything. So no, I do not use the vest. I never have. And yeah, I just, you know, everyone has different treatments that they use, and I don't think the vest would help me either, so no. Okay, so the next question is asked by Bella Marie or Mary. Do you ever get scared with everything you have to do and knowing that you have cystic fibrosis? That is a really good question. And not like really, I mean, it kind of depends in what way. Like I was diagnosed at 5 months old, which is really good. I mean, nowadays when a baby's born, there's like newborn screening for it, but when I was born, and especially way before then, it took longer to kind of catch it, you know. But not, I mean, like with everything I have to do, if you mean kind of like do my treatments and taking pills and whatnot, like I don't really know any different, you know. Like I grew up, like I don't know any different from having CF, so you know, like that's just all what I know to do. So I don't really like get scared of everything I have to do for it. But you know, there is some off and on days, and like some days it kind of hits me, and then like, you know, there's times obviously where I get upset and kind of think about it more often, and it's like, will I ever do this, or like, you know, this or that. Like having cystic fibrosis kind of makes you wonder about certain things in life and like kind of questioning certain things. Yeah, it obviously does kind of scare me. Obviously I wish I didn't have it, but I mean, it makes me who I am, and just all we gotta do is hope for a cure. The next question was asked by TDW. Don't know what that stands for, but they asked, how old were you when you got your nose pierced, and how many piercings do you have? I got my nose pierced January of 2016, so I guess almost 2 years ago. So I would have been in grade 9, so 14. So yeah, I got that pierced then, and then I just have both of my ears pierced, like just one on each side, and then I also have my belly button pierced, and I got that pierced April of like this year. But the next question is asked by Victoria Davis, and she also wrote me a nice little message saying some nice things, and so did the other people that I mentioned who asked the other questions, so thank you very much. Just one thing I want to mention is she did mention that she has secondary diabetes and heart problems, and that she can never be as chill as I am during these admissions. So just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that everything is going well with your health issues. And her question was, do you stay in the hospital a lot? And in the past like 2 years, I have a lot more. Like, I remember when I was in grade 2, I was hospitalized for 3 weeks with many different complications, and I was hospitalized quite frequently as a baby too, but you know, that's just kind of like when I was getting diagnosed and everything, and then I would go in maybe like 2 days when I was like 5 and 6 for other problems as well, and then I was hospitalized for 2 weeks when I was in grade 4, and then I went like a really long time without being hospitalized, which was awesome. And then in the past like 2 years, I've been in like quite more frequently. Like in the past even like just year and a half, I think I've spent probably about 12 to 15 weeks in the hospital, and each admission's like 2 to 2.5 weeks, or maybe even 10 days. So it's gotten like quite more frequent, sadly, but hoping after this one, maybe it's not for a long time. The next question is asked by Nyx Wanders, and she says that she can't really think of any questions about CF, just because I guess she knew someone with CF, Ava, and I remember when I think she passed away when I was 8, and I think she lived kind of around where I live, and you know, I like watched a lot of videos about her on YouTube and whatnot. So yeah, sadly she passed away, but from what I know of her, she was really, really, really sweet. And sorry if you heard that noise, that is my IV pole. Can't really do anything to fix that. But yeah, it's kind of hard to think of any questions about CF if you knew someone with CF. But she asked, other than makeup, what are your interests? And I've been dancing since I was 3, so dancing, and the main dance, like the type of dance I do right now, is hip-hop. You know, hanging out with friends, family. There's like not much that like makeup is like most, like, I mean, I love shopping too, and like fashion and whatnot. Anything like girly, like completely girlies, but yeah, makeup's like the main thing. And Nyx Wanders also asked, she said, and since I know Canadians are huge Tim Hortons fans, which do you like better, Tim Hortons or Starbucks? I think Starbucks, even though I love Tim Hortons' price is way better, because Starbucks prices are like, they've gone up so much. And if I go to Tim Hortons, I usually only order an ice cap. I love ice caps, or their smoothies, or they're like I forget what they're called. They're like almost like slushies, or like their frozen lemonades. But yeah, I think Starbucks, though, because I think I order Starbucks way more than Tim Hortons, but I still love Tim Hortons. Lovely Stephanie asked, she said, I think it's cool that you get to leave the hospital. How does that work? And she said, I love your vlog, so thank you so much. It works because, okay, my IV antibiotics are on like a certain schedule, and that's basically everyone's. Like when you're admitted in the hospital, you're not like on antibiotics like 24/7. They try to space it out, whether if it's like every 3 hours, 6 hours, you know, depending on how much you're getting. So mine, I think, is every 4 or 6 hours. I'm not quite sure. So basically, you can go on a pass when you're not like needing to be hooked up. Like right now, I am hooked up, so obviously I couldn't go anywhere with this unless if it was just around the hospital. But yeah, you're allowed to go on the pass as long as whoever is taking you out signs like a consent form, you know, and you have to be back before your next med is due. So like one night I think I went out around 6:30 and my next med was due at like 10, so I had to be back before 10. But yeah, it is pretty cool though. It's nice to kind of get out if you can. God, I'm so sorry for the noise of my IV pole, but I really can't do anything about it. So Deja Arnold, she goes to my school actually, and she asked, why can't two people with CF be in the same room? And Nyx Wanders actually answered this because, you know, she knew Ava was CF. So I'll just read her answer and then I'll add on to it. But she said, because if one person has a bacteria in their lungs and they're coughing, then the other patient with CF can get that strain as well. It's kind of like having several highly contagious illnesses in different people with weak immune systems, and they're all hanging out. It's not safe. If they've known each other and have grown up and spent time together, like her and her cousin, or like if you have a sister or brother with CF, then they can hang out together, but even that can be risky. If her cousin has a bacteria she doesn't, she could catch the bacteria that her cousin has on top of that, the one she already has. And yeah, that's pretty much why. Me and my cousin, when we were younger, we were both a lot more healthy and like didn't develop certain bacteria or viruses that only CF people can get more often, so we used to hang out a lot more. But now, like you said, it's a bit more risky, and I have also MRSA, which is like an added on kind of thing to CF, and it's a lot more like severe, and like it's a lot more you know, like there's a lot more attention towards it. And sorry, this is so annoying, I just want to like push it away. But yeah, so it's just not really healthy for people to have to be around each other, because they like there's certain bacteria that only people with cystic fibrosis can get. So if they're around each other and like they're coughing or like even just touching anything, like you're just gonna get the other person sick. I mean, it's not as big of a deal if like you're both have the exact same bacteria, but even when you're both just sick, like people with CF can't even be around people like if they're sick. Like if my boyfriend is sick, we just kind of have to take a few days apart, just because people with CF can get sick very easily, and when they do get sick, like it's way more severe. Like, you know, a cold can last us like 2 to 3 weeks, or it can get worse. Like I went in the hospital for a few days just from getting strep throat, so goes to show. Karen Rost asked, do you follow the Frey Life vlog? And yes, I do. I think I found them on YouTube. It was either 6 months ago or like a year, but I've been watching them a bit more frequently now, and I'm really trying to get them to like notice one of my comments, one of their videos, because I just love connecting with people with CF. And yeah, their vlogs are really amazing, and they seem like such a beautiful family. And yeah, I like also seeing another YouTuber that has cystic fibrosis. Obviously, I know she's a lot more subscribers than I do. Yeah, it's just really cool because seeing different perspectives, like, oh my god, I'm sorry, this is so annoying, but seeing different perspectives, just like with other people with CF, seeing their perspective on everything, like, you know, some things you have in common too. And it's, since CF is such a rare disease, like every 1 in 25 people have only the gene of CF, and 2 people have to meet up having the gene, and even if both people have the gene, there's only a 25% chance that your baby will get it. So think about that. Like, that's why it's so rare. Mary Jane asked quite a few questions. Her first question I don't really understand too well, but she said, does your mom cringe when you mention going into Sephora? I know you're young to the makeup game, but do you have any Holy Grail products yet? And I'm 16, so I'm not really young to the makeup game. I started getting into makeup like when I was 7 years old, but I didn't start wearing it until I was like 11 or 12. And in like my like age group, or even just like, you know, within like my town or city or whatever, like I'm like known for kind of doing makeup, and that's always been like kind of my passion and stuff. So I'm not really new to makeup girl. Like I started buying like high-end makeup products when I was in grade 6, and like I have so much makeup, like so much, it's insane. Like I have way too much, like I don't even use half of it, so I really should go through it soon. But no, like my mom and my whole entire family knows I'm like obsessed with makeup, and that's like my passion. So they're totally fine with me like buying any kind of makeup, and they usually buy it for me for the most of the time. But yeah, so not really, not at all. Okay, I'm gonna try to push my IV pole as far away as possible. This noise is being so annoying, but I'm hooked up, so I can't. Okay, anyway, so Mary Jane also asked, do you take meds to help with your appetite? And I actually have a really good appetite for someone with cystic fibrosis, especially now. Like growing up, I don't know if I took medication for it or not, but yeah, in the past like 3 years, especially the last year, my appetite has grown a lot, and my dietitian like on my CF team has been like really happy with it, because they like they used to have to like try to like get me to eat things and like see what kind of foods I like, because I'm really picky. But yeah, in the past like year especially, like I now am the type of person that will eat like 3 hot dogs within a half an hour and like still be hungry. So that's good. But no, I do not take any medication for that. She also asked, we never see you cough. Do you purposely cut that part out? And no. Basically, like, with, like, all the cystic fibrosis patients that my CF team takes care of here in Vancouver, I'm, like, one of the patients that they know as, like, the like, cougher with CF, because I only usually, like, actually cough a lot if, you know, I'm laughing really hard and that gets me coughing, or, like, I'm, like, exercising or, like, active, especially in dance, or, like, I'm doing my treatments. But I'm not, like, the type of CFer, I guess you could say, to just, like, cough a lot, unless if I have really bacteria growing in my lungs, especially when I'm in the hospital and I'm sick, then I'll cough a lot. But yeah, no, I don't usually cough, like, too often. And when I talk too, I don't cough. Like, if I do start having a cough attack randomly, it's because I'm, like, laying down or something. It's never, like, when I'm talking. But yeah. And then the next question she asked is, do you believe in ghosts? And kind of, like, more spirits than ghosts. I don't know if that's the same thing, but kind of. And she said, do you believe in aliens? No. And she also asked, besides makeup, what are your other hobbies do you have? But I kind of already answered that. And yeah, she also said some really kind words, so thank you for that. And or just thank you for everyone who is leaving like kind or sweet comments, just any wishes. And like I said, I've gotten a few DMs on Instagram just saying really, really, like, for people just wishing me to feel better and really nice things, and I really appreciate it, so thank you so much. So yeah, that was all the questions left on my last video and the video before that. So thank you if you asked a question, and I hope I gave you, like, the answer that you were hoping for. So it's a little bit after I just filmed answering all the questions, but someone also just commented a few more questions, so obviously I want to answer every single one of them. So the questions were, how long have you and your boyfriend been together? And it is our 9 months this Tuesday, so almost 9 months. And I'm cooking some popcorn if you can hear that. And then the other question she asked is, what are your favorite school activities? And honestly, I can't stand school. Like, I love, like, the social aspect of it and, like, being with friends and everything, but I struggle in school a lot, and I always kind of have, like, I don't get really bad grades or anything. It's just, it takes me more time to learn, and right now I have, like, I think I have 3 support blocks right now, and then I also have, like, 2 flex blocks. Like, all together I have, like, 5 periods where I just kind of, like, work on whenever I want, just because I need the extra help, and because, you know, my health obviously comes first. Whenever I miss school or I'm in the hospital, I have more blocks to, like, kind of catch up on things. But yeah, I don't really have any favorite activities, I guess, to do in school, but one subject I don't mind, honestly, just kidding. I literally cannot stand any school subjects. Now 11:30, and once again, I've been doing nothing for the past few hours, but my mom did surprise me because she was in town for, Mom, what were you doing? Why were you here again for the Cirque
du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
It's like a circus thing, I guess, a circus show. So she just came after to surprise me. She just casually walked in. I was like, oh, hello. Ooh, I like that shirt. I'll have to borrow that. Where'd you get it?
Winners.
It's cute. So yeah, she's gonna wash my hair, so I'm gonna put on a nice little bathing suit so she can wash it again, because it looks...
Doesn't look bad. Still looks nice.
Just a little bit. Okay, so it's 1 in the morning, and my room is really dark right now, so I'm not sure how well you can see me. But as you guys know, my mom, like, surprised me, because I didn't know she was coming tonight, and she, like, was planning to, like, videotape my reaction as she was coming in, but of course her phone ran out of storage, like, this second before she was about to walk in and surprise me. But she was, like, vlogging, like, prior to that, like, when she was coming upstairs and everything. So I'm just gonna include, like, the clips here, just because I still think it's super duper cute how she was, like, vlogging.
So I'm gonna surprise Melissa. She has no idea I'm coming. It's about 11:05 on Saturday. She thinks I was just at Cirque du Soleil and heading home. So I hope it's a surprise. Okay, so she has no idea I'm coming down the hallway, so I have to tiptoe because I have high heels on. So we'll see how this goes.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny and cute that, you know, got my mom into vlogging. But like I mentioned, it's 1 a.m. and I'm really tired. My eyes are, like, starting to close. And I know this vlog is already long, like, already. And I still have tomorrow, but I think it's only long for the first day just because of the Q&A questions. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is now Sunday, November 26th, I think, and I just kind of woke up not too long ago. I'm currently hooked up right now, and the girl that is across the hall with CF, who's 14, Sean, her mom was nice enough to offer to get me some Starbucks, so I asked for a coffee frappuccino, and this looks so yummy, so I can't wait to have it. And if you're watching this, thank you again. It's kind of like a slow morning just because it's already like 11:30 almost, and I'm just kind of starting to wake up. But I'm just watching Bates Motel once again, and I think my mom and boyfriend are planning to leave soon, so I guess I'll just get back to you guys when they arrive. So I'm currently having a bath, and okay, like my dressing on my pic, like it's driving me insane because it's just so itchy. Like I don't know if you can see, but like all around it's like really red and just really itchy. So I got my nurse to like call the IV team and see if they can come do another dressing change, which I know I just had one, but like it's so itchy. And of course they come in when I'm in the bath, so I have to rush my nice warm bath just because I really need this change though. So we'll see if it maybe helps the itchiness. So my mom and Chase are here now. My mom with her squeaky, well it's not her squeaky shoes, they're my sister's, but they're so squeaky. And mom just took a trip to the caf and got us some yummy garlic fries and some chicken strips, and I can't wait to eat them because my sugars were just low. But
Literally
yeah,
a trip.
well, I've mentioned that before, how far away the caf is.
But
But yeah, I'm hooked up right now, and then I have to do my makeup and then get unhooked so we can go to the mall for a bit. Right, baby?
Yep.
So we're all just about to go to the mall. It took them a while to like unhook everything. Like, I don't know, they were supposed to do my meds earlier so I could get out to leave earlier, but I don't know, it was kind of a crunch in the time. But yeah, I put on some makeup, and my mom just went down to go downstairs to get the car so she could drive up, and I forgot my gift card, so Chase went to it. Did you get it? Yep. Sweet. So we were just about to head off, and then my mom decides to lose her car keys. So she's asking like if anyone turned them into like the front desk or emerged, and she's looking in her purse. Well, yeah, but we're going back to my hospital room to see if they're in there. So, like I already mentioned, first we were kind of delayed because they weren't getting me off my medicine quickly enough, and now we're delayed because we have no car keys. This is just great.
Solid.
Mom found her keys, and guess where they were? On the counter where she was signing the
you walked past it 3 times too.
Yeah, but we wouldn't think to look there. What lesson have you learned from this? Yeah. We're at the mall now, and look who's here. It's Santa. Looks so pretty too. This is Metrotown in Vancouver. Well, what have we bought so far, Mom?
Nothing.
Well, me and Chase got matching shoes. Whoop whoop.
Cute. So pretty.
Thank you. There's my mom. See if she sees us. You, babe.
That was for you.
She found us. So we are done shopping now. I just had to get a dress for this winter formal dance thingy at our school. So it was kind of a success. And then, yeah, sure. And then I also, so yeah, I got the dress from Dynamite, but then I also needed to get a strapless bra to go with it because I didn't have one. And what else did I think that's all we got. Oh yeah, then I got a crop sweater as well from Garage, I think, 'cause I had a gift card to there. And is that pretty much all we got? Oh, and me and Chase got some matching
Really
checkered Vans. Okay, so we are now at a restaurant called Martini's, and I have to be back at like 9 because that's when my next med is due, and it's like 8 right now, so we have some time to kill. I'm not sure how well you can hear me because it's really loud in here, but yeah, me and Haley, when she stayed the night like a week ago, we ordered from here, and I vlogged that, and the calamari looked so good, and then Haley got the chicken Alfredo tortellini, which my mom is getting, and me and Chase are sharing the calamari, and then I'm getting honey. What is it? No. It's like spicy honey lemon chicken wings, I think, and then Chase is getting hot wings, right?
Yeah.
How excited are you for it? I put in the parts where you were vlogging yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I am now back in my hospital room, and my mom and Chase left about a half an hour ago to go home, sadly. But I am so full and so stuffed from dinner. I kind of forgot to vlog when the food came. Oops, my bad. We were all just so hungry, but it was absolutely delicious. So I'm pretty sure I already mentioned what we got, but it definitely filled all of us up, and we were so full. So yeah, I'm just back in my little room, watching Bates Motel again, and then I just need to do my treatment, and then I think I'm gonna head to bed pretty early because I'm super duper exhausted. So I will end the vlog here, I guess. So once again, subscribe if you haven't, because I'd really appreciate it. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and turn your post notifications on, and leave any requests below or just any nice comments. That would be much appreciated. And once again, just thank you for watching, and thank you again for all the recent subscribers I've received. It just makes me really, really, really happy, especially when I'm in the hospital, you know, just getting subscribers and likes and really nice comments and stuff really just makes my day. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next vlog.